Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today we have a little bit different of a video. I got this yarn off of Temu. If you haven't checked that video out, there's the video. It's called Ultra Soft Chenille Yarn Chunky, and it usually goes for 5 packs for $16.28 for 500 grams, and I only paid $2. Pretty awesome. So definitely check out the Temu yarn because that's where I got this. But today we are going to do a little octopus, and I did follow a tutorial on YouTube. I will link this tutorial down below so that everybody can get to it. But I did watch a tutorial by Mossy Threads on YouTube, and it's called the Easy Octopus No Sew Crochet Tutorial. And I will link that down in the description box below because this tutorial actually helped me a lot, and it's free. So, and it comes with the pattern as well in her original video in the description box. So if you'd like to try out this yourself, go right ahead. I do want to note that I am using a 6mm hook because this yarn is so chunky, but I have the ergonomic hooks from Temu as well. But I am using 6mm. But today we're going to have just a chill sesh, and we're just going to crochet a little octopus. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we are starting with the magic ring. I am using the 6mm hook, and this hook is going through the yarn very tightly and slowly. I'm wondering if I should have used maybe a 5mm hook. If you could give me any pointers in the comments below, that would be greatly appreciated. I can't wait to keep making plushies and stuff. This stuff is amazing to me. The fact that I can actually grasp how to do things with a tutorial. But the octopus is basically the main thing to start crocheting, in my opinion, because everybody seems to gravitate towards those. As you can tell, I am struggling a little bit with this, just because the yarn was so tight. I don't know if it's the hook size or if it's because it's Temu yarn. The yarn is fine, but it doesn't fray. It's just really thick. But again, this is all in the learning process. I've only made a handful of things so far. If anybody could recommend maybe a yarn spinner or something, maybe leave that down below, because I definitely need one. And this is actually right after I messed up a little bit and I had to frog and go backwards a little bit because I miscounted. But now we have the right amount that goes all the way around. When doing crochet, I feel like when you're doing things with a magic ring and doing it in a circular form, it's a little harder to do than like straight across like a blanket. Just because you gotta keep count of how many stitches are on each row and use your stitch markers properly. That one is still a learning curve for me. And again, I'm struggling. I eventually figured it out though. Of course I wasn't crocheting this fast. It is sped up for the video's sake. But honestly, this was a very easy tutorial to follow, and I got it done in about 1 day, so it was really easy and quick to come out as a beginner as well. Because I don't know if you guys may have seen them. If you haven't, maybe go check them out. But I did do 2 shorts recently about 2 snake stuffies that I've made. Each of those took about 2 days to make, whereas this one only took about 2 hours of full dedication to it, so it's not too bad. I have started watching Gilmore Girls again. It is the season. Who else is with me? But I find watching something while I'm crocheting as well is also helping. But it's a little problematic when I have to flip back and forth between the tutorial and the show. But I think that'll just come with more memory of how to do things. And here you can see me intently counting and keeping track. That is because right now I'm working on the tentacles, and you have to keep count, because if there isn't 8 tentacles, then it's not an octopus. And I did end up making another one after this video. It was a little orange one, and it ended up coming out with 7 tentacles, so I had to frog it and redo it. So just make sure that you're keeping count, and make sure that you do use your stitch markers. I also find that this yarn is a little harder to hold because it doesn't fit in the tension ring, because it is thicker of a yarn. So I had to train myself how to hold the yarn around my finger differently than I did with the snake, which is fine. It's different techniques. But I do want to note that if you're just starting out, using different sizes of yarn may be a little complicated at first. I'll also get better at recording so I'm not such a mouth breather. I don't know what's wrong with myself. Very concentrated, I guess. Does anybody else crochet and they feel themselves coming closer to their project, whether it's leaning backwards or forwards? I find that's also an issue that I need to resolve so that I just stay put. Because I feel myself looking closer and closer at my work. Now that just might mean I need new glasses, but I feel really hunched back some days. I do realize that the actual crochet project is out of frame. I was actually very concentrating on trying to get into the stitches after the tentacles are done, because they are the hardest ones, because they're on the side, on the inside, not a flat surface, so they're very tight as well. So I did struggle with this a little bit, but I got it. I can't wait to start making more plushies. Making them on a budget is even better. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I did get this yarn from Temu, and it's just really picking up a craft and being able to afford to do it as you're learning is just simply amazing. I have yet to be in the yarn section of an actual physical store yet. Kind of worried to see the prices of the yarn in real life versus when I can get deals on Temu or wherever. If anybody has any tips on learning how to read patterns a little bit better versus watching a tutorial, please let me know in the comments below. And I just stuffed the octopus up with most of the stuffing that it was needed. And now I'm just doing the last little decreases, and then we're going to stuff a little bit more and close it up. And I like to watch tutorials and steps, like I'll watch the person do it, pause the video, do it myself, catch up, and then watch them do it again after I've finished to make sure I've done it right. So that helps me make sure I'm doing each row correctly. It's a lot easier to do it by the row. I've found that. And stitch markers have become my best friend. More stuffing. And here I am showing it off that it's almost done. And I was really concentrating because I had to watch it back a few times, how to close it off. It was just a little confusing to me, but I did get it. And I did figure out that you have to put some kind of restraint inside and go all the way up through. Otherwise it looks like it has a bump on the top and bottom. So you have to take your thread and go all the way through the finished plushie a few times to make it tight, to make it actually look like an octopus shape. And because I'm using a plastic darting needle for this, it was actually really hard to get through the stuffing and go all the way to the top. I don't know if I overstuffed it or if I just needed to get a metal darting needle. This was an extremely fun project to do. I learned so much, and I ended up making about 4 or 5 of these, different sized, different colors. My kids have claimed most of them. That's okay, they're probably going to be my testers for most of my stuffies and plushies that I make anyway. Isn't he so cute? Oh, he's all done. Or she. So cute. It's very squishy. Squish, squish. Had to be done. And there you have our little OCTO plushie. Isn't he adorable? This is so awesome. Very much my style, and I can't wait to make more things. Stay tuned and subscribe to see what else I can make. Here's to teaching yourself how to crochet. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye.